Protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the humanist call, to give and not to count their cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resoluteness, to make this climb a land of righteousness.
Yeah.
Long live our Biafra, mama, as one more clock, man. We are the Biafras. One more Chinaka. Yama.
Biafra in London, Biafra in Germany, Biafra everywhere. Biafra in Russia, Biafra in Malaysia. Everybody likes it. They tried to kill us many years ago, killing the people of Biafra, destroying the people of Biafra. But somebody said to all the Ipob, respect the leader of indigenous people. Nobody can stop Biafra. I say nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra, because Biafra is strong. You can jail the leader of Biafra. You can kill the people of Biafra, but never change their decision. Every time I play this Babylon, I wish me every day. Every time I sing this Babylon, I wish me every day. They tried to kill us many years ago, killing the people of Biafra, destroying the people of Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra, because Biafra is strong. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra, because Biafra is strong.
Yeah. They say good and evil and we chose to. One buckle.
Biafra in bedroom, Biafra in bathroom, Biafra everywhere. Biafra in jail, Biafra in church. Everybody likes it. They tried to kill us many years ago, killing the people of Biafra, destroying the people of Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra, because Biafra is strong. I told you, nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra, because Biafra is strong. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Obama. Nobody can stop Biafra, because Biafra is strong. Britain. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra, because Biafra is strong. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra, because Biafra is strong.
We are the Biafras. One more Chinaka. Come on.
Tropical Records. Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people, wherever you are, All over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra. And we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Ukafo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Ukafo is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. As I always tell you, this is one word I do not expect every one of us to understand the mindset behind it. Mazi Ukafo is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano. He is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kano is the director of Radio Biafra, as well as Biafran Television, and the leader of Ipob. He remained the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of Biafran people for over 60 years. This is one undeniable fact and truth that all of us must embrace. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, I remain George Onyeibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State, of course, every piece of land in Delta State is Biafra land. As always, we cannot proceed without acknowledging the Creator. We do not come here to make you believe that we are religious people, we are holy people, we are righteous people. We don't want you to see us anything other than that we are who we are. And who are we? We are Biafrans. I humble myself before the Creator, the owner of the heaven and the earth, the one who's before present kingdom rise and before present kingdom fall, that in a day like this he might listen to our appeal, that our cry may touch his heart, that he might free us once and for all from this evil enclave called Nigeria. And so I humble myself before him. Ụwa nọ n'ime ya o, agaghị marapụ ya o, agaghị marapụ Chineke o, n'ihi na ọ wụ onye nwe anyị o. Ụwa nọ n'ime ya o, agaghị marapụ ya, agaghị marapụ Chineke n'ihi na ọ wụ onye nwe anyị. Ịmakwa na onye nwe anyị ezitego ndị mozi ya o, ka ọ na-apụta anyị o. Ịmakwa na n'ọnọdụ anyị na-emetụ ya n'obi, ọ na-emetụ ya obi mgbe niile. Eze anyị ga-adị ndụ, ọ na-adị ndụ lee onye nwe anyị ezitego ndị mozi ya o, ka ọ gbapụta anyị. Ịmakwa n'ọnọdụ anyị na-emetụ ya n'obi, ọ na-emetụ ya obi mgbe niile. Eze anyị ga-adị ndụ. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, maka n'eziokwu na ịmara mma ya, ịhụnanya gị na nna gị, obiọma gị o juru anya dadi o. Inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o. You see. Of course, there is nothing that we have to give to him, that he is not the one who has actually given it back to us. Once again, this evening on this very segment, our topic is titled, "The only way to fight an organized crime is to organize yourself." The only way to fight an organized crime is to organize yourself. In one of our recent broadcasts, we have talked about we are fighting an organized crime. And so I may want to remind you once again what organized crime is all about. When a crime is considered as an organized crime, it means the criminal activities that are planned and controlled by a powerful group and carried out in a large scale. In my life study, I made us to understand that when they say a crime is organized, it means that the criminals who organize this crime activity, they planned it and control it in a very large scale, and these are powerful people. Considering the head of the Economic Crime Commission, of course EFCC of Nigeria, who has stolen money, but we know there is more beneath that the eye can see, because we all know that Fulani man cannot catch Fulani man, except this magu of a guy has actually breaking the Islamic law or the Fulani law or the one Nigerian law. We have few people who were set as an example from the Fulani extraction, British slave of one Nigeria. We have the guy in charge of the Shiite Muslim. They killed some of his son because he refused to play to the Fulani agenda. And now you have Magu, you have Olisemetu, who was actually responsible for arresting the terrorist Buhari when he overthrown one of the fraudulent democratic elected president of Nigeria in the name of Alhaji Shehu Shagari. And now they victimize them. We will soon know what Magu have done. But for you to understand that nobody can deceive us, and of course the next generation of Biafrans must keep their eyes open. Look at how Nigerian has kept you. From the Yoruba nation to Duduwa nation to Arewa nation to Biafra nation, every Nigerian youth, every slave in this prison called Nigeria, look at what they have done to the next generation. All these people who have reconditioned you, let me tell you the bitter truth. Their children's school in diaspora, as you are at home now in the name of COVID-19, their children are going to school online. They will make sure that the COVID-19 fraudulent activity across the globe never end in the issue of Nigeria. None of you will go to school. None of you will go to school. They will frustrate you. At the end of the day, you will be a graduate that cannot spell his name, a graduate that did not even go to school. You will have the certificate, but the wisdom, the knowledge, they will never allow you to have it. Nigerians deliberately encourage innovation. That is because they want to destroy the human capacity. I am talking to the next generation of Biafra. They deceive you that you are the future of tomorrow. I want you to sit back and ask yourself a truly question. Are you sure you are being equipped? Are you sure you are truly equipped to face the challenges ahead? The youth are the future of supposedly Nigeria, and Nigeria has made sure that they destroy their youth. Considering the fact that Magu stole money, huge amount of money, $200 million, 78 million pounds, 22 billion naira cash, 98 gold wristwatches worth $22 million found inside Ibrahim Magu's bedroom, according to them. 250 mansions traced to him. 250 mansions, I say, traced to him alone. One in Dubai, another one in London, yet another one in Abuja, another one in Lagos, another one allegedly giving $400 billion to Vice President Osibanjo, Yoruba man, a very pastor like myself. Hallelujah. One will begin to understand the kind of gangster that rules Nigeria, not to talk of other departments. This is just one Magu. If God will open your eye to see what Rubadu stole, if God will make you see what Babangida have stolen, if God will make you know what Buhari's son have stolen, all of you will be shocked. But of course, before Biafran leave Nigeria, all of you will be disgraced. All of you. Do you know Buhari's son is the richest youth in Africa? A boy who has not worked for one day in his life? Don't let them deceive you. Are you aware that they have not even audited what they are doing with the NNPC and Nigerian Petroleum Fund, among other natural resources? This Magu own. If you know what they have stolen, this Magu case is just a distraction. But of course, we shall soon understand what they mean. Why am I bringing up this tonight? It is to make you to understand that to fight an organized criminal like this, you need to organize yourself. To be able to stand up and fight organized criminal like you have in Nigeria, people who operate in a very large scale, my brother, my sister, you must organize yourself. If you do not organize yourself, believe me, you do not stand a chance. They are busy running around the whole world looking for countries to bribe. Come and help us stop Biafra. Don't let these people go. Come and help us stop Mazi and the Kano. Don't let them go. We need to stop IPOB. They are violent. They are dangerous. They are threatening peace of Nigeria. They are doing this. Nigerians are very organized criminals. Nigerian leader, I must tell you. But we are still here. Our experience in this world has led us to understand the ability of these people to improvise, which continue to be their weapon to undermine us. With their experience, these organized criminals called Nigerian leader has the ability to improvise. And this ability to improvise has enabled them to create a platform for them to undermine us as a people. In every sector here in Nigeria, they have introduced method of improvising in order for them to go through, to scale through with their fraudulent and criminal activity. The same way they function is the same way their colleagues, their corporates in this criminal attitude function. They have the ability to colonize us, judiciary. When you talk about judiciary, the Nigerian state has a way, they have fashioned a way to colonize us. Today you want justice. Where do you go to? Where is the highest Supreme Court in Nigeria? Who is in charge? I think his name is Tanko Muhammad. Ibrahim Tanko Muhammad. Organized criminal. So no matter what you say, no matter what you do, you will always meet with a Fulani man by the name Ibrahim Tanko Muhammad. He's in charge of judicial system. When we say Nigeria is organized criminal, and Biafrans are fighting against organized criminal in a large scale, I want you to first of all see how organized they are. They have organized themselves that every sector in Nigeria, in terms of the corridor of power, you have a Fulani man at the corridor of power, supported or influenced by British government, supported by other oil theft countries across the globe, seconded by Yoruba 10% all over. They can only use you in a case where they don't understand that field. They can only use you as a Biafran when you are a mature saboteur. If you demand justice system in Nigeria, you have Ibrahim Muhammad Tanko waiting for you. Today we have a lot of barristers, chief justice, attorney generals, learned colleagues as they call themselves, all of them jumping around with wig, with due respect. But they saw what the chief justice did in Imo State. Somebody who don't even have form to contest as a governor of Imo State. He's the governor of Imo State, Tanko Muhammad governor. Of course, supported by men of God who are no longer prophesying for now. They are highly organized. If you decide to go to the legislative, they are truly organized. Ahmed Ibrahim Lawal is in charge of the National Assembly, House of Senate, House of Representatives. As far as the legislatures are concerned, You have a Fulani man waiting for you. His name is Ahmed Ibrahim Lawa. The way they manufacture their bill, the process through which it go through the first chamber, second chamber, even up to 50 chamber in less than 24 hours, is amazing. Do you know when IPOB was prescribed, Nigerians don't have any constitution, any bill, any right of that nature to carry out such order within 24 hours, but they shop for it. When we tell you Nigerians are organized criminal, do not misunderstand us. This is not hate speech. This is just the perfect truth. We have three arms of government, under which you have other umbrellas that we will look into. And these three main arms of government are the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. We have looked at the judiciary. You have Tanko, the aeroplane driver. We have looked at the legislature. You have the Mohammed Ibrahim Lawa. They will make any law, pass the bill into motion, even before you know it, as they are working very hard to make sure that they implement the Aruga agenda. You have a chief judge that will tell you anything I say is final, and you know ignorant people will say, hey, the court has spoken, let it be that way, but you don't know you are dealing with organized criminals. And then if you go back to look at the executive, they have colonized us also, and that is supposed to be headed by a dead man. Muhammadu Buhari is the head of executive. He is dead. Abakiyare is out of the picture. Yoruba Osibanjo cannot be found. Do we still have anybody representing the executives? These are organized criminals. If we decide to move ahead and look at the security sector, they have also colonized us. You have Yusuf Brutai. I want you to understand what is colonized criminals. All these people I'm mentioning, all of them are Fulani in charge of Nigeria. They are the only educated Nigerians, the only wise people, the only capable people to rule Nigeria. We have looked at legislature, judiciary, and executive. We are now in security sector. They colonized every Nigeria there. You have Yusuf Brutai. He's in charge of the defense chief of army staff, Buruta Yusuf. And so you expect anybody to talk to you? A boy was killed in Imo State today because he was not wearing nose mask. Do you know within this period of COVID-19 pandemic issue, are you aware Nigerian police and army and security sector has killed more people than the number of people killed by supposedly coronavirus? You have a Fulani in charge. They kill you, the only language you hear is accidental discharge. What about the case of Chima in Iguacha, where a Yoruba man killed a boy, tortured him to death? They are going to kangaroo court, but we are watching them. But Biafrans must understand that we are fighting against a very high organized criminals in a large scale. Criminals, I must tell you. In the same Nigeria as we speak, they colonize us in terms of religion. You have Malam Alhaji, Magaji Ibrahim in charge of religion. And you hear that, oh, they are men of God. Where are all of them? TB Joshua, all of them. Adeboye, all of them. Both Yoruba, both Igbo, every pastor, religion, both Muslims and Christians. Do you know Fulani man is still in charge of all your Khan, PFM and the rest of them? His name is Malam Alhaji, Magaji Ibrahim, in charge of all the whole religion. And Christians think they are going to raise alarm. Who the hell are you? The whole world can be shouting, oh, they are killing Christians in Nigeria. The person who has the final say, the spokesperson for all religion in Nigeria, including Ogomo to Christian and Muslim, is a Fulani man. So when you are yapping in the church, you will have a Fulani man to make your yapping become effective. These criminals are so organized that when we go back to monarchs, they colonize us in terms of monarch. The person in charge of all the monarchs, he's a sultan. To your Igwe, to your Amayanamo, to your Oni, everybody, every monarch, traditional ruler in Nigeria, they are all under Sir Abubakar, Fulani man. So when we say Nigeria is organized crime, Nigeria is run by organized criminal, very deadly armed robbers. People don't understand. For you to be able to fight these organized criminals, I'm not yet started with their counterpart. I've not started with their supporters and collaborators. I'm just saying what Fulani alone how they have been able to strategically position themselves. When we are saying, oh, pastors, to speak up, you don't know that pastors are in more bondage than you can imagine. After all the Yorobos, Kendorobobobo, without this man called Sir Abubakar, their words will fall to nothing. These criminals are so organized that they colonize us economically. Go and find out who is the finance minister. It's Zinab Ahmed, Fulani woman. Before they could be able to come up with this foreigner by the name Zinab Ahmed, there was a Yoruba woman there. The one that said 2 times 17 is 49. Nyara. So you talk economically, they have colonized us. If you decide to go and look at the other area in terms of aviation sector, they have colonized us. Who is in charge of aviation industry in Nigeria? It is Musa Nuhu. If we continue on that same path and say, let us go and look at the area of the marine sector, who is there colonizing us? And then finally, you have one person. And that force the cuckoo pit aside. And that is because Fulani then cannot swim properly. They need somebody to show them the pathway. You go to browse. If you have the phone number of Amayanabo of browse, go and ask him. A Yoruba woman is brainwashing him properly with due respect. But go there now. You have more Fulani living in browse, more than Ijo, more than any Niger Delta. Go to the island known as Mangrove. Go there. It is Ijo Fulani Island. Go to Bonnet. You have more Fulani living there. Putting the Kuku pit aside is that he's their pathfinder. He knows the boys that will take Fulani around the waterways. He will soon be disgraced. Of course, he's a very good Fulani slave. The Kuku pit aside. Are you people not ashamed? Organized criminal. Look at how they position themselves. The only place they cannot function effectively, they look for a mature saboteur and position there. Do you know that Kuku Peter side is from Kogi State? When I mean Kogi State, not Kogi of Biafra. It's his mother that is coming from that place is claiming for. But I don't have their time now. But I want you as a Biafran to understand that we are fighting a high-level criminal-minded individuals. The real criminal there is the British government that created Nigeria. They are the real criminal. They organize themselves. The first party that work with them is the Fulani. They still have other criminal countries supporting them to maintain one Nigeria. That is why if you go to anybody and say, free us from this prison, they will say, what did Britain say? What will Britain say? Okay, they are the emperor. They are the real kidnapper, right? They are the people that talk about justice and yet they make sure they encroach on your rights. My brother, these are organized criminals. They all pretend as if they don't know what is happening. We had a case with African Union. Right there in Abuja, ECOWAS court rather. In order to frustrate our leader in that very court case, they moved it to Francophone. From English country, Anglophone, they move us to French country, Francophone. All in Africa. And then we get there, we have to start writing a statement all over again. Because before we were say, I swear by Almighty God, we have now gone to where we say, comment allez-vous, je bien merci, au revoir, qu'est-ce que c'est un blanc, ndiara, inside the same Africa, and you don't know this organized criminal. If you are too wise, they move you from francophone to anglophone. If you are still too wise, they will move you from anglophone to Arabian phone. You don't know the organized criminal. But what is because he still has some boys in the community between Calabari or Kereka and the rest of them. He can now give 20,000 and tell go and trace the water. Awusa Fulani are the one who is controlling your waterway. These are organized criminal. Can you tell me one area where they are not in charge? These are organized criminal. Look at their ranking profile. After British government, you see Fulani. After Fulani, you see Yoruba. After Yoruba, you see all other international thefts. After all these countries which are international oil stealer, you see the oil company themselves. Saipan, SPDC as their chairman, that is Shell. Before you hear Saipan, Eni, Ajib, Mobile, all of them are criminals. They are feeding from the misery of our people. But this is the hate speech. That is why they say, oh, tune it down, don't curse people. Then they sing Silent John, they deliver baby. I people know they understand. Person where they labor, they sing blues. How can we tune down? The person where they for labor room, they sing Silent John. I people no understand what they do for here. A robot that cross leg, he did there, they mumu, he dey fight freedom. They are blocked everywhere. You cannot go any place. They deny you access to vote your true leader. And you are speaking grammar. We will tumble the constitution. Do you know almost 3 years our leader case was not reviewed? It is from one cross-examination to another. One cross-examination to another. All of them fraudulent. That you Mazi Kano on the 24th day in the Ikeja Material District thereby committed offense by committing treason and treason felony. Are you guilty or not guilty? He said I'm not guilty. Case adjourned. 1 year. They keep repeating the same thing. And finally they were able to tender the application. And then they start all over again. That you Mazi Kano, based on the nature of your case, we have decided to touch you by Islamic law. That one took almost 8 months. IPOB stood their ground and say you can't test our leader, try our leader by Sharia law. And now, based on the fact that there have been a motion put, we have decided that we step the Sharia law aside and we will test you with masquerade. Why are they doing all those things? Because these people are organized criminal. Finally, they bring Tanku, aeroplane driver. If I, for instance, I'm driving an aeroplane, this is your chief justice, and you are not ashamed of yourself. All of you Biafran governors, all of you Biafran senator, all of you Biafran wise men, king and reverend, all of you Biafran Yoshin and Yama, all of you, just tell me in your heart of heart that you are proud, you are happy the way things are going in Nigeria. I understand you will not speak up because you have enough dollars stolen. If you talk, they will come for you. You will not speak up because as you're talking now, your children are in diaspora, living large. You won't speak up because you don't want to give up this your Hari Towa. But we know that to be able to fight all of you who are organized criminal, we need to organize ourselves. We will drag you down from that your ivory tower. We are down already and we have nothing to fear. And believe me, all of you in Nigeria, it will come for you. And so can somebody tell me exactly where are you in control as a Biafran? With this kind of blockage, where are we starting from? And where are we going to end? Considering in order for us to rise up to their standard, where are we going to start from? You people, some people are busy speaking English. You are narrating us, Abi. You are narrating us. You see, according to the constitution, I think what Biafra IPOB is supposed to do is that is IPOB supposed to engage Nigerian judiciary. Una get sense? Then another one we cross leg. Now we are planning to raise money, and when we raise this money, and then we can move to United Nations. Don't you know United Nations is Arab nation? And then others say we're going to fight paper. Where we fight paper? No say no they fight paper go anywhere. Now today we begin to see how someone with dagger to fight organized criminals. You must be ready to organize yourself. Here. But of course, we are patiently and meticulously making sure that we engage the zoo and the global community at large through the preamble of law. If we don't organize ourselves, the journey has just begun. I was online and I saw a IPOB unit. The person write, oh, we inaugurated IPOB. Is it not IPOB in Akwa Ibom? I hope it's not Babangida IPOB unit. And in my mind, I say, we have IBB unit again inside IPOB. The person that was with me said, let's hope it's another IBB. Don't you know some names should be taboo? Let's open Buhari unit in Andiara. Don't you know you are supposed to hate everything that has plagued us as a people with cruel hatred? Don't you know we are not supposed to manage them, romance them? Don't you know? And if you have shame in you, if that IBB unit is Buhari unit, you better go and change your name. Let's open Buhari unit now. All those politics, you people, just destroy them. To be able to fight this organized criminal, we have to organize ourselves. Every move we make, we register our displeasure against Nigeria. Everything they have done to the most common man in Biafra land, if there is any, they have done to the highest man. The only way we can organize ourselves, therefore, is in a situation like this, to emulate them. If we can organize ourselves, the only way we can achieve that is to emulate them. It's not everything you hear on Radio Biafra. You hear the one that is meant to save all of us. When we say look for IPOB and join, it is not because you are going to see good men of God or holy people. You are going to fight war, but you will be trained in the end and ready for all things. We are learning, and we are very happy about it. We must reorganize ourselves like them. Number one, what do they do in the mosque? What do Fulani, Hausa, Yoruba do in the mosque? We have few Biafrans that have mosque. Asare have one. Who again? Very many of them. Few of them. I'm not sure you have up to 10 Biafrans that owns a mosque in the whole world. But Yoruba have so many mosques. Hausa have so many mosques. And we all know that all these mosques are armory. For us to be able to fight this organized crime, maybe it is time we begin to build our own mosque. Maybe it is the time we begin to turn our churches to armory. Do you know when Israel soldiers are going to war, a pastor will pray over their gun? When a pastor, a reverend father, a pope is praying over the gun, what is he telling the gun? Oh gun, when this soldier get to the war front, please do not fire. Is that what they pray? Guy, this is the time for us to organize ourselves. Oh. Every mosque in Biafra land is armory. This is not news to us. If we must be able to fight these people, we must build our own mosque. Let every church become armory. But of course, Yoruba manage church, Yoruba manage mosque. Use your tongue and count your teeth. If you want to know how to organize yourself, what are they doing with power? All this power they are grabbing, what are they doing with it? Contest them. Organize yourself and contest them. You are a governor. You are doing the bidding of the Fulani. You can only justify your action if you are not one of us. You can only justify your action if you are not one of us. You are supposed to represent us. And if that is not what you are doing, may the Lord have mercy upon you. You see, nemesis will catch up with all of you. Organize yourself. This slavery will not end until you organize yourself. I begin to think, when are we going to have a governor who is having issue with the federal government because they decided to develop their place? I understand that after the war, certain group of men came together, gathered money, and built an airport. Exactly the one in Imo State. When exactly are we going to have the right to come back home and say we want to build plane factory? Can't we manufacture plane? Can't we manufacture plane? Can't we manufacture ship? Can't we manufacture automobile? Can't we manufacture computer? All those your company and industry. Does it mean if you put it in Biafra land, that Biafra land will sink? My brothers, let us not let anybody deceive us. Look at how they are using power. They make you governor. The first thing you need to do, Anambra went and bring Fulani and put them in his governor. Imo State bring Fulani, put them in his cabinet. Abia State, I don't know of Abia. Ebonyi State carry Fulani inside his cabinet. Enugu State carry Fulani inside his cabinet. Wamono ya onya born wano. Does it mean there is nothing you can do for us to be proud of you? Why don't you to go to Enyin Naya and learn from him? Why don't you behave like Enyin Naya and learn from him? Why don't you learn from Enyin Naya and see if we are not going to respect you? Find out what are these people doing with security. What are they doing with security? They are using it to kill us. Everywhere accidental discharge. Those of Biafran people in Nigerian security, why are you allowing them to use you as a weapon to destroy your own people? The day our leader house was invaded, that very day they made some people drink water along the road in Isialangwa. I was there. I saw everything that happened. In fact, there was a vehicle loaded with tomatoes. I hid my phone inside that vehicle with tomatoes because they rounded all of us up. But because of the hold up, I was able to meet up to collect my phone. I saw what they did, how they chased many of our youth inside the forest, shot all of them down. And sometime later on, maybe a year later, I went to our family in Osun State, if I'm not mistaken. Either Osun State or Ekiti State. To encourage the family there. And I entered that hall. It was filled with army. In my mind, I say, all these people don't set me up. Because I don't trust Yoruba people. And I kept quiet. In my mind, I just looking at all the whole soldiers. But what boy and the meeting started at midnight. I started addressing them. I was watching the army. They were showing me their broad shoulder, showing me all their muscle. I say, if now only today I go talk finish, I die. I must talk and finish. I fired down. And after maybe 45 minutes of addressing all of them, I say, any question? One of the army stand up. I say, I have question. I say, go ahead. I can't remember the question he asked me. And I asked him, I said, I'm not trying to undermine you, but let's face the fact. Do you think outside this your uniform that you can beat me? I didn't wait for him to answer. I told him, to God who made both of us, I will break your waist. So the difference is the AK-47 you are carrying. Because even your army uniform don't give you power. But actually, they were Biafrans, formidable Biafrans, who understand they are supposed to be in IPOB. You are Biafran in Nigerian army, you are not with IPOB. Okay, munufum nanya dia mama. But to cut the long story short, after that meeting, the brother called me and said he was in Isialangwa that very day. He told me what happened. But it's a case for another day. If you are Biafran in Nigerian army, in Nigerian police, you are acting like a criminal. Don't you know this is the time for us to organize ourselves? Don't you know you're supposed to have language? To tell yourself that you are the most dangerous species of military in Nigeria here? We have to organize ourselves. What are they doing with religion? What are they doing with religion? Today when we talk to Christians, everyone says, oh, they are cursing Christian, they are cursing Christian. But it's okay. What are Yoruba doing with Christian? Do Yoruba go to church? Do they go to mosque? Yoruba are chopping Fulani Mugu inside the mosque. They are chopping Biafra Mugu inside mosque. 80% of Yoruba are Muslim. They are going to do lie lie hilala obakara mishi hilala just to chop Hausa Fulani Mugu. The same time, Igbos are Christian, but Yoruba are the one leading them to heaven. You think they don't have sense? Do Yoruba worship in a church pastored by Biafrans? We must organize ourselves like them. Have you seen Yoruba person inside Catholic church? Una know they use una head and organize on ourselves. Must we tell you everything here? If they can turn where they worship Allah to Amore, why can't we turn where they worship Jesus Christ to Amore? After all, Jesus says, sell your coat and buy gun. This is the day where you will sell your purse, sell your coat, buy gun. Did I say it? Jesus says so. Why don't you find out what they are doing to the monarchs? Every Fulani land, every Hausa land, of course they are entering Yoruba land. Fulani are the monarchs. Gradually they are coming. Do you know almost every community in Biafra land now have two monarchs? One in charge of the Fulani community, another one in charge of your community. Do you know with the support of the Nigerian Boko Haram military that the Fulani settlement community in your villages now control you? Go to Elele in Iguacha. Go to Abia State, around where you have Savoy Oye. Go to Abafo, where you have one Obi of Agbo already a Muslim. And you will see you have Fulani communities already. Organize yourself is begin to do what they are doing to you to checkmate them. Why don't you find out what they are doing with our youth? If you are not able to meticulously calculate all these things, for the avoidance of that, if you understand, don't understand. If you don't understand, you man. As you are saying today, 80% of Biafran youth are Yoruba slave. They will get angry, but we will keep telling them until they wake up. Are you not ashamed, as young as you are? You are praying to go to heaven inside Yoruba church. Are you not ashamed? All the teaching where Yoruba they teach us inside church, it never reach you not to fit to the see miracle like them. Una no get sense to know say na organized crime. How will you be able to see it when you have become more Catholic than the Pope? You are now more Catholic than the Pope. You are now more apostolic than Apostle Paul. When will you have sense? They give you sweet mouth. The Lord told me. I was bathing the bedroom. The Lord told me. And you don't have sense and know these people are recolonizing us. Organized criminal is boycott them. If you cannot boycott Yoruba church, how can you boycott Fulani cow? It's almost impossible. During election, they control us. Give you 1,000. You know, a thing will carry gun, begin to kill your people. When are we going to organize ourselves and say no? Come to look at it. What they are using to use our head is our resources. How can they be stealing the oil in our land and dashing us money as if we are slaves? How can they be stealing the resources in our land and using it to develop their land? How can they occupy positions they are not qualified to? Are you telling me you are not ashamed with all your degrees, your certificate from Harvard University, and somebody who didn't go to school is ruling you? When will you people understand the need to organize yourself? You are fighting a very high level organized criminal. You are not the cause. They understand your good nature. They understand your life to respect others. And so they say they will not respect you. But nobody have monopoly over this crime. If we stand up against them, they will back down for us. Talking about restructure, it is one dream that will never come. Talking about restructure is one dream that will never come. Because they understand that when they restructure Nigeria, they will lose their power. So they will not allow that to happen. They will not allow that to happen. But we do not call for restructure. We call for total dismemberment of Nigeria. We will not accept restructure. Our people must understand that the truth cannot be overemphasized. For us to be able to fight this highly organized criminal, we must then organize ourselves. Don't let anybody deceive you. I'll be back in a minute.
This song is dedicated to the victims of this genocide. Those who lost their lives from 1967 to this very moment.
I had to do this song with Wee-Woo. My brother man, I don't believe you. Shake a man to beat you. My brother man, listen up. Tell that Biafra soldier that is gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafra soldier that is gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that is gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that is gonna be alright. Tell that Biafra soldier he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell the wounded he's gonna be alright. The spirit of our fathers he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell everybody he's gonna be alright. See the Babylon wanna bring us down. The money that we keep rising up. See betrayers wanna bring us down. The money that we keep rising up. Bring your gun and your bullet and bazooka and your grenade and Biafrans. We will fight till the end. See them sabotage, playing cowardice in the corona. But we will win them all. I say we will win them all. Man, the Kanu is the leader. He says he's gonna be alright. He's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna other men from my nation, Biafra land. Hey, oh na na na, what a wicked world. I want a junior, another dead Biafrans, shot by the government. Because of our freedom, we are fighting for a better life. One thing I know, forward ever, backward never. We will one day avenge their day, someday, sometime. So tell that Biafra soldier that is gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafra soldier that is gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that is gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that is gonna be alright. Tell that Biafra soldier he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell the wounded he's gonna be alright. Little children with no father and mother, I say it's gonna be alright. Pregnant women.
Yes, of course, it's going to be all right. These people we are battling with, they are organized criminal, and as such, we must organize ourselves. Believe me, they say they can't do anything. They are just talking. Don't mind them. Nikome, yakonyera jabofia. Of course, at this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line still remains 07081545642. 07081545642. Our direct line is 08122152971. 08122152971 is our direct line. And then the special number for the female is 08128858614. Special number for the female 08128858614. Call on the line, your name and where you calling from.
Mazi Onyeibe.
Monitoring spirit. Go ahead, please.
Mazi Onyeibe, don't you go to Kadia Madrid again, Mazi Onyeibe, what are they now? Emma, Biafra, you don't understand the job you are doing for us. If it is not to go to Kadia that appointed you to be there and be favored through our league, you will never attempt to do the job because you know that the job is not an easy one. But remember to lose. But the Almighty Creator to go to Kadia and not bring me any very training that is not Akaya. Japan. Ndị agada na ndị ọkpụ ka nọ nyere gị. Ọ bụ ihe ga-eme gị. Onye na-achụghị izi ka onye na-achụ isi anya na-achụ ịsa n'ala azụ. Mana agwa ntị ntị ga-anụ mgbe a ga-egburu isi egburu ya na ya ọrụ ọfọ na ogu onye ọbụla nọkwa ntị Biafra nagakwa alaga o. Ebuchi ma ọma ebuchi anya m dị n'ahụ ụzọ ya oke mmụọ na-ero kacha agada gbachiri n'ụzọ nwoke osiri ebucha oge na-anya ndị nsọ ahịhịa tụrụ n'ọkụ ma ahịhịa ere gị ọkụ tụmụ Biafra. Ọ bụkwanụ gịnị ka anyị ga-eji kee gị osoro gị na ebube eze nke n'igbe anyị ga-ala nye dị eze nke n'igbe chọ gị ọkụkụchi n'elu ụwa eze bi n'elu ọkụ gị n'eluigwe ebe niile ụwa chọtụrụ ọ gị nwe ịchọ ụmụ gị ga-alọrịrị akwaghị nna di nwere ozi nwa gara nna ya ozi nna ya na-abịa ya n'anya esi ndị ozi gị ebube nke eluigwe abalị nwere ọnọdụ ozi gị gaa mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Biafra were ọnọdụ ozi gị gaa ihe niile ikere ekere were ọnọdụ ozi gị pụọ ụwa niile ka Trump nụkwa ya maka ọmadịta agwọ nọ n'akịrịka Biafra all over the world elected The root of every tree is the life of that tree. Come back. Acts chapter 2, verse 38, verse 12, and verse 13. Very, very important. In that time of Yahweh, they changed the name to Jesus. But he is Yahweh. And that his own time when he came and preached for the people living in that time. That particular anointing that befell on those generations that worshipped him, that praised him. When they were speaking in tongues, everybody were hearing their life. Yeah. And that what are they? Ezekiel chapter 35. Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 14. I was Fulani, our leader, Mazi has told us.
Unfortunately, the zoo epileptic as always, my brother, try and see if you can call back. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yeah, Mazi George Onyeibe,
good evening from here, Onyeibe.
Yeah, what the Praginama?
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is Onyeibe. I'm residing in the United Kingdom. I'm from Imo State.
Yes, Mazi, before you go on, let me find out something from you. To my understanding, Onyeibe is lion with gun. Am I correct?
Exactly.
So, what you are telling me is that there are lions that carry gun.
Of course.
Onyeibe, go ahead, please.
In fact, you have hit the nail on the head. I so much cherish your messages. Your messages are waking up a lot of us, both those that are living and those that are dead. Your message is so powerful to an extent. Whoever that doesn't like the message, maybe that person is no longer a Biafran, and that person must surely ask him or herself a question: where is he coming from? Because your message is capital good. Your message is so powerful to an extent, it will lead us to achieve our heart desire. It will lead us to stand on our feet. It will lead us to actualize Biafra, because Biafra is a just cause. So I so much love your message. Keep it up. No matter whatever the enemies are doing, they shall fall, because we are on a just path, and Biafra is our right. And our right, we must surely achieve it. There's no two ways about it. I so much like it. Thank you. I thank our leader, the Ohamadike, the spring leader, the only truthful leader in Biafra land, presently as today. No other person except him. Without him, we all will be sleeping. But he's the only one that makes us to be awake. 24 hours every day, we are awake. 24 hours every day, we are preaching. We are lamenting for heaven and earth to hear our voice. And they have heard our voice. That is why all what is going on in zoo called Nigeria, they are all sleeping, they are all falling here and there, because the gospel made them to keep on falling, and they shall fall. They shall fall, because zoo is fraud. The foundation is fraud right from the onset. They lack empathy, they lack sympathy, they lack justice, they lack equity, they lack merit, they lack everything. That is why nothing is going on in that zoo contraction. And they can never, because they have killed the dead. They have killed the dead. I so much thank you. Thank you. Keep it up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Be upon you and lead you.
Thank you very much. They say, oh, you are insulting people. You're not pardon the model. Tell them, say, person where they for labor room know they sing Celine Dion. When I don't see who they for labor room come, they sing, oh, I love you, I love you. Then they holler, Biafra is pregnant and she must deliver. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Mazi, good evening from here.
Good evening, my brother. Go ahead, please. Your name and where are you calling from?
Mazi, my name is Melugot. I'm calling from London. Mazi, I got the regular village. Mazi, we shall be well with you. We shall be well with our leader, his deputy, every principal officer that is working assiduously to restore Biafra. Mazi, your message tonight is bomb. Mazi, I don't know if I'm coming out clear.
Of course, the world is listening. Go ahead.
I want to tell IPOB worldwide now. They should listen to me. See, our people say, which is when we start eating pancake and then you start whining your mouth, then you know the time to throw it out is near. Biafra is at hand. I want to tell IPOB one thing. Now you can see what is going on in social media. Don't forget, any day we leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Any day you dream of listening to gossip and leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then you'll be captured by Fulani herdsmen. That is what these people in social media are trying to do. If you don't know it, this is the reason why Ifadina was killed. Sabotua will most surely come. Don't you know? Let me tell you one secret now, Biafrans. There is one of our brother who advised our leader to take away all these saboteurs out from the road so that Biafra will come quick. Do you know what the director said to him? That our people have died enough. That is the man who loves his people. That our people have died too much. That is what our leader answered that guy. Because these saboteurs, these saboteurs you see now, they have laid too much egg. And IPOB will bust their eggs. It doesn't matter. But one thing I want to let IPOB know, you have fought the most dangerous terrorist in the world. Who is that person? Muhammad Buhari, and they died. You have fought the Janjaweed army, DSS, police. You have fought them. You stand still. You fought these murderers in our land. You fought this Ohaneze. You fought all these governors. Stand still in our land. Fought them. Let them know that the land belongs to you, not for them. You fought them. Then who are these errats? Who are these cockroach in social media that you will not fight? You fought the most terrorist country in the world, which is Nigeria, the zoo, Nigeria. You fought them, stand still. You fought Muhammad Buhari, stand still, and his soldiers when he was alive. You fought DSS, you fought this army, and fought our governors, stand still. Let them know that this land belongs to us. Who is this church rat? Who is this imbecile in social media that you cannot fight? Who are they? I'm asking you, who are these morons in social media saying that our people have died enough? If not, we will go on the other way and take these people and their family out of the road. Because after all, Ifadina was killed. He says Sabotua. He was killed. Then who are these stupid cockroach them that we cannot take out from the road? They should be thankful that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a peaceful man. They should have known that IPOB is capable to do anything at all to make sure that our people are free. These morons, they are talking rubbish in social media. But Fulanis are killing your mothers and your fathers, raping them in the farm. You can't come down here and say Fulani. You can't do that, can you? Cowards. You are in social media rapping, calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name. Come down to Biafra land and call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name as if you will not be born to artists. Morons. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, and we must continue. Call on the line, your name and where you're calling from. Call on the line. Call on the line, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Mazi Onyeibe.
Good evening from you.
My name is I'm calling from important.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Mazi Onyeibe. I say, may you come and bless you for this topic today. You have shown that you are a really man of God. Listen, I want to just contribute. These Yorubas pastors, let me call them business churchmen. These men are in our land to slave us more and more. They are in our land to good our people. That is a major purpose of coming to our land. They did not come for our land for good. I want to tell you one thing. Just like what he said, when Igbo man establish any Pentecostal church, these people will find a way to kill that Pentecostal church that's established by Igbo man. Watch Lord choosing. When Lord choosing was in Lagos, when at his headquarters, always do that his crusade he used to do at our Momana. When these people come, they will look for a way to cut riot at Lagos there. And to make it to look like the man always got problems. They will cause problem that will see somebody there. They will begin to write in their paper. If there's a big problem, this is not it. The road choosing with Lagos and begin to do that program at our Mama. Since now, have you had anybody die in that crusade? Have you had any problem in that crusade? This is a way of killing the Igbo people church. So their own church will be taken over. So I want our people to begin to know that these people did not plan good for us in our land. These Yoruba pastors and their members. And these people are not working for God. What Yoruba? They are the ones that introduce Ogoni. They are the ones introducing a lot of God in our land. And they are the ones telling us God to save them. And when they see any man who wants to establish any Pentecostal church, they will look for a way to kill that church. So it will not exist. And they are coming to tell us in our land. So God will tell them that our tradition is evil. But their own tradition, they are practicing it every day in their own land. I want our people to begin to use their brain. Our leader carry out the same thing that these people enter this church business because of the tithe and the offering. And put it through. Brainwashing our people, losing our people, turning to their own land, developing their own. We want our people to know that these people are not for us in food in our land. Our people should wake up. Stop patronizing these evil men in their churches. Mazi Onyeibe, the people came and bless you. Till when Biafra come, we begin to do things in our land. To bring. People come and bless you. They will say my name, I pray.
Thank you very much. We are not in a hurry. Our people must understand the need why everybody must organize themselves. In their little way, they just go to church, sit to eat their main mosque. Every Friday they go to mosque. And in that mosque they are informed. In that mosque they know what to do. We should be able to get to the same level. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening, Mazi.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Mr. This your lecture has provoked many people. I am suggesting that this is the time where our youth will do their work. So many church leaders, at least let us stand up, let all the youth stand up one day in the church and they challenge all the reverend fathers and the pastors.
Go ahead, please, and stop listening to your radio.
Please, I was provoking this night over your lecture. I suggest this is the time where all the Biafran youth will stand up in all the churches and show their grievances to all the pastors and the reverend fathers. If you can organize ourselves to all the churches, at least let us provoke them. At least let them say something, because we are tired of hearing this type of disturbances every day. Let youth organize themselves one day in the church, one Sunday like this. Let us disturb the church and let the church leaders say something, because it is enough. Enough is enough. So please, this is my suggestion, Mazi.
Thank you very much.
I was provoked over your lecture this night. Let youth organize themselves. Even this coming Sunday, let us stand up on the church. The churches everywhere. At least let us hear something. Those reverend fathers and the pastors, let them speak, because they kept quiet. Thank you, this Mazi Onyeibe. This is my suggestion anyway.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me? Call on the line.
Hello, Mazi Onyeibe. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is Musa and I'm coming from Abia State.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. See, listen, my brother. I have a message for you people.
Hold on, you are Musa, right? You are Musa from
Yeah,
which
well.
state? Which state do you come from?
We come from Brunei State.
Borno State. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. So, but I'm now, I did about. Now I did about I did finish.
Okay.
So, what I'm trying to say is that I have been listening to Radio Biafra for a very long time now. And what I understand is that you people are saying the truth. You people are saying the truth. But I have a problem. Your problem for this Igbo race is your brothers. More especially your younger ones. I was reading the Bible. I came to a passage that says, I don't know the name of that passage. It was saying something concerning the Israelites and the Moses. God sent Moses to take them out of Egypt, and they went to Promised Land. They started complaining to that he should have reached down to Egypt, that they are enjoying the cucumber that they are giving to them. And this is the same thing that is repeating in your brother's life today. Some of them are comfortable with the little change that the so-called high-line politicians are giving to them. That's why they don't want to support or do what you guys are telling them to do. Listen, my brother. Not that I'm Igbo. I'm an Hausa man, but I'm in Igbo and I have stayed there for a very long time doing my business, and I've been doing what the people are doing. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, I'm with you. Go ahead.
Okay. So, I think that you and the Nnamdi Kanu should, if you are doing speech, be bombing and trying to speaking sense into them. Some of them are no longer with their senses. The way they think, some of them not believe that work from anything that they will get to chop today. They are not thinking about tomorrow. They don't have sense. Matter of fact, don't think anymore for their future. Some of them are no longer with their senses. Hello?
Yes, go ahead. I'm with you.
Okay. So, I called this evening just to put, I don't want to talk any other, just to help you people. I am enjoying what, honestly speaking, what you people are doing is good. You people have made me to understand me also that in my life and in our community that the Fulani, because here in Aba, so many people believe that we and the Fulani are the same. No, but
Musa,
thank God that you have,
Musa, because of you, from today, I will not talk to Hausa again. Because I can see that true, our Radio Biafra, Hausa is doing a good job. Now you are working. Now I believe you, Musa from Borno State. Now I believe you. My own problem, why they cause Hausa and Fulani well. Everybody must wake up. Many people, they pretend they don't like the way they talk. That one are their concern. If you sure say you be genuine man, we love you with all our heart. Musa, my God will bless you. Those people where you they talk, say them be our brother, they no get sense. During the war, some of your people and Fulani people and Yoruba people, they rape our women well. Now them born all those people. The really people will be our people, then they hear our voice as we they talk. And we they select them, make we know those idiots where them born inside the war. No be our people, no genuine Biafra person we go hear our voice when no born again. Go ahead, my brother.
So let them wake up, let them have senses, let them know that what the people are doing, if people are not doing, people are suffering over there. I will ask some of them, why can't you join your brothers and be doing what they are doing? Some of them will say that your brother, who is their leader, is a scammer, that he was living in a diaspora, enjoying life, and he don't want to come back. If If he's a truly a leader or want to lead them, that he should come down to Nigeria. But I have told them without a number that this is not right. This is not right. They are not saying the truth.
Tell them
they are
that I'm
not
in
following
Nigeria.
the footsteps.
If I can be in Nigeria, is it my leader that cannot be in Nigeria? There is time for everything. When the time comes, they will understand. Thank you very much, Musa.
Yeah, I say you people should go on. You people are doing a very great job for your brothers. They should understand what you people are doing. It's not a genius or whatever.
And if you can, Musa, I would like you to also talk to your fellow Hausa brother. Tell them to leave us alone. We don't hate anybody, but anybody that stand in our way for this freedom, even my own father, when the time come, he will know say head and a part of body. I give you the privilege. Talk to your people in Hausa. Let them leave us and fight to pursue Fulani out of your land before they kill all of you. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, sure. We are trying our best also.
No, so talk to them in Hausa. They are listening like you. Go ahead.
Yeah, try our best. Yeah, so leave everything. Let them leave everything. But your brother, let them get sent. Thank you for us picking my call today. I from Bruno.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line.
Hello.
Go ahead, please. So much distorting noise coming from your side. Please move away from your radio set.
My name is Victor. I'm from Ogo, Asa, Over West, Other States, Biafra land. So, I've tried your license. I thank God today that I got you. You are trying. You are doing a great job for us. So, can you permit me to talk to my people in my language?
Please, go ahead.
That's a new Oben Uyo, Owaza, Ugo, and take I'm not Potagante, Yaka IPUB, Yaka, IPUB, every other than Vendode. You know, the other national cattle market, and I did Orianama. Out and down Saturday, and I issue. You know, and down Saturday, you know, if you lose over down Saturday, you lose. What do you have like a deep cook? Living line with a couple of deep cook, whoever I'm not do. You know, you put a America. I only any kind of better, better of a kind of kind, Yanaya. When the Abu Nana Bunda in the Biafra with Biafra. Every day, when you see happen, who know the guy and not you. We have a lot of John, or we are going to try on. You don't need potassium America. Mazi, I need to be Shanabu. I need to be Shayabu. Namdakal, Chineke Gibu. You can include Chineke Gimaneka. How will I be to call the comma? We will go now to call dollars. I will judge you easy. Jimofo, Mazi Chibera, Chineke Murianeka, can you lie there? So can we turn you to? I will issue. You see?
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, I am here. Mazi, Onyeibe, my rep. Good morning from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Good evening.
My name is Ezekwem Uchechi. I'm from Okigwe Province, Biafra land, one of the principal servants of IPOP residing here in Kuala Lumpur. Mazi, actually, I'm so happy. I thank God for your life. I thank God for the life of our supreme leader, or the whole hardcore IPOP. One of the things are happening right now, and our leader, I remember one of his prayer, he prayed and said, the vultures, they are gathering and we are beginning to identify them. That is what is playing out right now, and IPOP is winning in all angles, in all ramifications. And by the special grace of Chukwu Okuka Abiyama, we are going to defeat them as they are now being close to their abyss. Mazi Onyeibe, honestly speaking, I'm so happy this morning, or so to say, this evening in Biafra land. The Hausa manner that just called right now is an eye-opening that the whole world are listening to us. And this is what we lost, even when somebody called our leader during our leader's interactive section last week. You know, he tried to explain some of the things that made us to lose the war. And this is what, if not for any other thing now, IPOP have succeeded in media. And it's because of this media war, this is the reason why, or that was the reason why Nigeria defeated, or they claimed they defeated USSR, or the whole world power defeated Biafra 1967 to 1970. And the reverse should be the case right now, because what is happening now, we have shown that we have used media to crumble the zoo. Everywhere, every word, everybody is trying to isolate the zoo. Now I'm so happy. I'm so happy, Mazi Onyeibe, that you gave this man a chance, and I know whom you are. When that caller called and introduced himself, right in my heart, I'm so glad that you gave him the whole privilege for him to see whom we really are.
But of course, I don't hate them. I hate what they are. You see, when I see elder seeing bad thing happening, they keep quiet. I hate them. But ordinarily, we don't hate elders. I don't hate Yoruba. I have a Yoruba friend. He's called Mrs. Ogundipe. I could even exchange her for my mother. I don't hate them. But for their atrocity, thunder, fire, all of them. I don't hate the guy. If he come here, he want to curse me, I will allow him curse me. Maybe I will get sense. If he come here, he want to talk sense, I will allow him talk sense. Anyone they want, we wait for them. But I'm happy he's coming. And he has saved Hausa people from my hand this evening. I will tone down on Hausa. He has said, I have told you, let Yoruba come and tell his people are doing bad. He will not see them. Until all of them repent and go back to their home and fight for freedom. Let us not have peace in Nigeria. After all, when Biafra is restored, all of us are still going to love ourselves. Are we fighting Cotonou people? Are we fighting South African people? Are we fighting Angola or Namibia or Malawi or Zimbabwe? We are not fighting with them. Everybody are in their own community. We still go there and make our ends meet. We go there and hustle. Why will they choose to kill us so they can be living large on our expenses? Go ahead, please.
Thank you very much that you really understand where I'm going, and you really understood that caller. Honestly speaking, my heart is full overwhelmed because of your responses towards him, and the same thing applicable to all even the example. You can see it from our leader Mazi Nnamdi, or even our deputy. We are not against of anybody. We are not against of anybody. But we can't just fold our hands. You have been killing us. You are not saying anything about the whole atrocities going on in Biafra land. You know, you just I don't understand it. Now look at the whole. What surprised me, all this kind of attack now that is coming out against us, Mazi. Honestly speaking, what IPOP is doing is really yielding very big fruit, because if anybody can chastise his father or can advise his father or advise his child, you understand? I'm a father. I do talk to my kids. I do advise them. I do tell them, look at what they need to do and they should listen. It's not that we hate any elder or we hate anybody but what we're trying to say is that let them speak out, let them condemn all the whole evil, all the whole atrocity that is going on. Now, this Hausa man that called now as exonerated Hausa people. This morning, this man now, you don't know this caller now, the importance of the call this man just made right now. Honestly speaking, Mazi, I'm so happy, and I believe that this message, this gospel is really going. They are waiting. Yes, if you go online, you hear all these saboteurs. They are just talking, expecting us to carry and expecting us to shoot and shoot up. We are not here to shoot for anybody, but rather we are just saying the truth for people to see the reason why Biafrans are crying, for people to see the reason why we are looking for our nation. It's not that things are going really well in our nation and we are agitating to leave. No, but because of the whole atrocity going on against us, only one tribe, only one race. What have we done? But when we speak, our own brother will just come and say we attack them, we causing order. Okay, now if you think that what we are doing, what have you said? Is it now the whole thing is just playing out in the open? They will now have man to come that will come to attack. We are attacking Eda, we are attacking everybody. If you talk, we attack you. What have you done? The whole of the things that is happening in Biafra land. Have you attacking the government? Have you come out in the open and attack the government, or try to condemn the whole thing that was going on, or that is still playing on in that contraption? That's where I get upset when I'm seeing all the whole thing that is going on online. Mazi, thank you very much, and Chukwuka Abiyama continue to be your strength.
Thank you very much, and of course, this is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. That having been said, it doesn't happen. Let us divide Nigeria. Why it is still communication time? Why is it still talking time? Yoruba beg, let everybody go their way. You people stop guarding one Nigeria. It will not help any of us. Africa will never be free until Biafra is free. Chine Achebe knew this truth. He told you, in Biafra, Africa can die. We are the key to unlock all your potentials. And then Africa will be great again. America will come here with their visa, begging for visa and passport. Understand this truth. But because of what you are stealing from our land, you want to keep all of us down. We will make sure that if we must die for what belongs to us, we will tell you how we are going to die. I sign up from here. Remain blessed, remain focused, remain Biafra. Never forget, African will never be free until Biafra is free. Good night from here.
Reading from Biafran's Got Talents.
Africans should never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes here. Africans should never be free until Biafra comes here. Englishman knows that, Frenchman knows that, Nigeria knows that. Englishman knows that, Frenchman knows that, Nigeria knows that. They are playing on your intelligence, life full of pretense. They are playing on your intelligence. They are playing on your intelligence.